Hey guys, welcome to your love reading, Spiritual Infusion 1111. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What messages do you have for the collective with love and romance? What do they need to know? Okay, first card out is I regret my actions. You just don't know how much I'm hurting for ruining our relationship. All right, so coming out the gate hot. Now, this could be a new person, it could be a past person, somebody here, and this is something that we did see in yesterday's reading, that they want to come forward and they want to communicate how much you mean to them. And I think sometimes when we get into relationships or we meet people, there is that fight, flight, or freeze type of energy. And it feels like this is somebody who ran from your connection and they have a lot of regrets because they feel like you treated them a certain way. You treated them with respect. You catered to them for some of you. And they feel like instead of giving to you, they did the opposite for some reason. And this is somebody that's having a really hard time wrapping their head around why they didn't give to you, why they went against whatever they typically do. This is also somebody that feels like they were trying to avoid you, or this is somebody who could have even pretended like they weren't interested in you, but it's actually the complete opposite. So they're in a lot of pain right now because they feel like they destroyed something that could have been very beautiful. Somebody that could have been perfect for them is what it's coming in as. Hold on, let me get the rest of these cards really quick. What do we need to know in depth? Yeah, this person has really pure intentions when it does come to you. There's a lot of love here, but this is also an energy where their feelings have grown past what they originally were when you and this person were interacting or were together or getting to know one another. But I also feel like when it comes to this person, it does start with self-love first, because again, it's coming in as like this individual having a lot of discernment for who you are and whether or not you had pure intentions. This could be somebody that feels like you could have whoever you want, but this is somebody that feels like even during a time where maybe you needed them, they turn their back on you, and they feel like you have a lot of discernment when it does come to them. They are hoping for this judgment moment though, where the two of you can kind of come together and have some type of conversation here. A conversation to reverse whatever the setbacks were, because this is an individual that feels like there's a lot you don't know about them, or a lot that you don't know about their emotions. By the way, I'm using the Twin Flame Exposed by Twin Flames Exposed. I love this deck. You guys can get it on Etsy, but it's a fantastic deck. Let's keep going. So they're in a lot of regret, okay? This is also somebody that is praying that you give them a second chance, that you give them an opportunity to rectify their behavior and to make it right, and to understand that sometimes people get cold feet even though they're not supposed to. This is somebody who is now realizing that you are the winning lottery ticket, and they feel like they lost you, or that they lost the best thing that's come to them in a really long time. They feel like you and them were getting along, that you and them, that you were perfect for them. It's almost like this self-sabotaging behavior is something that this person is trying to process, because you may be one of the only people that this person isn't 100% confident with. Now, let's play devil's advocate. One time I had a friend that said, okay, if they view me like I'm the winning lottery ticket and they have me, then how do you fumble me? How do you lose your winning lottery ticket? And the simple thing is, people play the lotto all the time. Do you expect to win the lotto? Yes or no? The reality is you play, you want to win, but the reality is the likelihood of actually hitting the lotto, finding the person you're meant to be with, finding the person you jive with, finding the person that puts you at such a therapeutic level where you're able to operate the way you operate in a manner that supersedes anything you can do on your own. This is something that this person is beginning to recognize when it does come to you. This is somebody who doesn't want things to be over between the two of you. This is somebody that is missing every aspect of you, everything that you do for them. They feel like they hurt somebody who definitely had their back, and that's something that's hurting them on the inside. So whether that's them listening to the opinions of others, it feels like this is an energy that supersedes other romantic relationships. And that's why this person regrets the way that they handled you. It's almost like this is somebody that tried to handle you the way that they handle everybody else, and it just doesn't work that way. I also get that with this person, when it comes to you, they freeze. It's like they know that they're supposed to take certain actions. They know that they're supposed to give in a certain manner. They know that they're supposed to do certain things to show you or to reciprocate their emotions when it does come to you. But this is somebody who definitely has pulled their energy back, and they don't even know why. All they know is that you're the person that they miss. You're the person that they want to be with. This is somebody who is no longer making up excuses for their actions. And that's why it's taking them a little bit of time to kind of gather their thoughts prior to coming forward to you. Because again, if there's no excuse for the way that they treated you, for their actions, it's like, how do you come apologize for something that you don't even understand? I'm sorry I acted that way, but I myself don't even know why I acted that way. Do you see the point? That's hard. It's hard to wrap your brain around. It's hard for this person to understand. All they do understand is there was no reason for why they did what they did. And this is somebody that has a lot of remorse and has a lot of regrets for the actions that they took. Now, for some of you, you're sitting there saying, well, I don't know what action they took against me, but it was a lack of action that they took. Maybe instead of sending you flowers, instead of taking you out, instead of telling you, you know, you look nice or that looks nice on you, this is somebody who completely shut down all the way. And it feels like it was very one-sided, or when this person, it was time for them to show you how much they love you, how much they care about you, how much you've really come into their life and impact them. It feels like they've restricted their actions. Okay? I also feel like this is somebody who I text you and then I back out. I'm scared of how you would react. So they want a second chance. They want to express this to you, right? I want a second chance with you. I want to be with you. I want to take things to the next level, okay? But I'm scared. I'm scared because I'm going through a dark night of the soul. This is somebody that feels like they really did lose something that would make them better. This is somebody who's laying awake at night feeling like I messed up badly and I just want to be with you. And again, I feel like this is somebody that had a lot of doubts. This is somebody that could be telepathically communicating with you, but they're really going through, because this is somebody who typically is coming across as very confident. And I don't feel like their confidence is arrogance, but this is somebody who is very confident typically in their day-to-day. So whether that's them, you know, confident with their work, confident with how they move. This is somebody who typically doesn't get tongue-tied or tied up in connections, but now somebody is sitting here saying like, I can't see my life without you. And I miss everything about you. Do you see how crazy this is with this individual? By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you purchased yesterday's extended video, I don't know how it got posted with the wrong one, but the new one is up. And all you have to do is click on the video that you purchased and the new one will play, so you don't have to repurchase it again. I do want to say that. Also too, I just feel like whoever this individual is, you've made a major impact on their life, whether this is a new connection, whether this is an old connection. There's not been one day. It's like they're not sleeping at night. They have a lot of heavy remorse that's weighing on their soul. They feel like it's weighing on me. It's weighing on my soul. And whatever it is, I think it's because you inspire this person to want better, to do better, to think better, to realize that there are good people out there that will give and will love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Like, this is how this person is realizing that you love them to a degree, or you took care of them to a degree that they didn't understand. This is somebody that was very focused or fixated on your differences. You could be from two different worlds. Maybe you're an alien and this person is a human. I don't know. Maybe you are Black and they're white. Maybe you're from, maybe you're Muslim and they're Catholic. Whatever it is, maybe there's financial differences, educational differences. Maybe this is a Romeo and Juliet type of energy where this person was very fixated and focused on the differences and not how you made them feel. Or people were very focused on the differences between the two of you. By the way, I love lattes. I'm also getting with this person too, because this card just fell out. I was afraid to fall in love, but I did. So you inspired them, but part of what inspired them was the fact that you're different. The fact that you think different, you look different, how you view life is different, the way that you inspired this person. It's almost like this person was so used to the same mundane, the same 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the same, 2-step, 3-step, whatever it may be. And now you're over here doing, the Cupid shuffle, and this person is seeing that they're still 2-stepping and wondering why they're not happy. They're not happy because they were introduced to, something very magical, and they're trying to go back to the way things were, but they can't because they've already touched the unicorn. It's like, once you've already acknowledged the unicorn or dragons, the fact dragons are in the Bible, dragons are real, dog. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Rex, tell me that's not a damn dragon. Okay, that's not a T-Rex, that's a dragon, homie. Okay, go look at the skeleton. All right, but again, it's like what you're told is not always the truth. And it feels like this person had a unicorn but wanted to treat you like a donkey. And part of the reason that they treated you like a donkey was because for some of them, they could be insecure about their finances being in shambles. For some of them, they're just insecure about you in general, whether or not they're going to have enough to take care of you. This is somebody that wants to take care of you. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're over there like, I take care of myself. All I wanted was you. I didn't ask you about your finances. I didn't ask you about what you were lacking, because whatever you're lacking, we can create together. So why would I care what you don't have, right? But it's almost like this facade that you require more than other people do because the way you give. It's something about the way you give, the way you love, the way you nurture this person and you breathe life into them and you make them feel safe. Even if you are a man watching this, you make your divine feminine, and it doesn't matter if you're if you go both ways, if you, bat for the other team, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. There's always a masculine energy. There's always a feminine energy. Even the masculine energy, if you're watching this for a feminine, okay? If you are a man watching it for a woman, if you are a man watching it for another man that is in feminine energy, okay? There's a lot of this, whoever your person was, they didn't feel safe in a relationship or in a connection. And it's something about you that made them feel safe. It's something about you that changed the way things went. This is somebody that could have even went back to a past person because they're insecure, right? But the fact that they can't see their life without you, and all they're doing is sitting there thinking of what to say to you. How do I, breach this weird place that we're currently in? How do I express the way that I feel? How do I move forward with where we want to go here? When you moving the way you did, it gave them a dose of their own medicine. This is somebody that didn't think you were going to walk away because of the way you give, because of the way you gave. So now if this is somebody that was giving you the silent treatment and acting like you weren't important to them, you're turning around and you're doing the exact same thing that they did to you. And what's happening here is that this person is sitting here saying, you know, when you cut me off or when you stopped giving to me, my entire world fell apart. And you may not even realize that because this person doesn't show you that energy. This person has never come forward and said to you, you're my world. You mean the world to me. I don't know how in a small amount of time or a long amount of time, whatever it is, that you've had an impact on my life where I don't know why I curved you. I don't know why I did what I did when in reality, it's been you. This is somebody that feels like that they want to marry you one day. They feel like you're the person that they would marry. You're the person that, again, that they want to be with, okay? But I also feel like, too, you have somebody that's sitting here feeling stupid because they pretend like they have everything together, but they have a lot of baggage. And I feel like for you, baggage isn't anything. We can put the baggage on the carry-on, all right? We can check that mofo in. It's not a big deal if you're coming with baggage because at this point of your life, none of us are 18 or 16. We've all lived life to some capacity. Huge shout out to those 86 babies that are turning 40 this year. Happy birthday, Taurus. I know my birthday is June 8th. And I'm turning the big 40, even though no one thinks I look it, which I am grateful for. Okay, so huge shout out to those tigers, okay, turning 40 this year. Put it in the comment section. When is your birthday? And even if you're not turning 40 this year, maybe you're over here like, girl, I'm turning 50, I'm turning 60. Drop it in the comment section when your birthday is so we can all celebrate each other together. This is somebody who really does want you. They need you. I love you. I'm sorry. I feel stupid, okay? This is somebody who really does feel like, for some of you, they've never told you that they love you. They've never told you that they even want you like that. You just keep coming around because subconsciously, intuitively, you know that that person wants you, but at the same point in time, they're not giving you any other clues except telepathically or emotionally or spiritually. And I think that's a part of the problem, right? This is also somebody that could have tried moving on from you, tried to go date somebody else, tried to ignore the connection, whatever it may be. But now they're in the place where they're like, look, okay, I cannot deny our love any longer. This is somebody who's tired of running away from their fears. And this is somebody who is definitely craving your body, whether you've been intimate with this person or not. This person could be telepathically being intimate with you. You guys are old enough to put together the clues with what I am trying to say because I don't want to be demonetized by YouTube, you dig? But anyways, they're craving your body. They want to touch you, okay? But again, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who feels like you are too good for them. Or, let's be honest, not that you're too good for them, but maybe you're a different caliber of person or people that they're used to dealing with. Like, for example, a 10 in one area could be a 2 in another area. And that's something very different where in California, you know, we kind of look the same. Not saying we all look the same, but essentially we have the same type of vibe where when I went to Florida, it was completely different. Nobody really looked like me. So it's something here where this person, I think that they're just used to a certain caliber of people and you supersede that caliber. It's not that you're too good for them, but I also feel like for them, because they're used to 2s or 5s and here you come across and you're something completely different, that it changes things. or they're used to people acting a certain way. This is somebody who is so sorry. And part of the reason that they're sorry is because they have these trust issues due to their past. They're too busy trying to please God and country, trying to please everybody, that they're cutting people off left and right, okay? And it's because this person, when they do reach out to you, okay, they want to be able to tell you, look, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z anymore. I'm, not whatever, right? But they're embarrassed and they don't know what to say. Part of this, and we saw this in yesterday's reading, right? I thought yesterday's reading was really, really good, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. But it seems like they needed to release certain people. And it was like their friends, their family. Obviously, somebody got into their dang head here, and they're embarrassed that they didn't have a backbone to stand up for themselves and say, you know what? I don't care what you say about the collective. I love them. They make me happy. And if you love me, or if you're my friend and you're rocking with me, then you rock with them. And if you don't rock with them, then you don't rock with me. Simple, right? But there's somebody here that had a lot of control that forced this people into their trust issues, into their insecurity. It's almost like if you look a certain way, then they expected that you would want certain things. So this person would purposely restrict themselves from giving to you the way that they would give to everybody else who was a 2 or a 5 or whatever, when you're giving 110% and this person is giving nothing. So it feels like for whoever this reading is for, you've retracted or you've restricted your energy from this person. I'm not going to give to you the same way I was, because you don't give to me. No matter if I love you, no matter if I care about you, it's not equally yoked. And until this person can come forward and show that they're willing to give to you, that they're willing to put forth the energy, put forth the effort to show you that you're important, to not care if they look like a simp or a trick or whatever, then that's what really brings this connection together. Because the reality is this, okay? You turn this person on in a manner that nobody else has, okay? There's a level of passion, there's a level of chemistry, there's a level of magnetism when it comes to you. This is somebody that wants to talk to you. They miss hearing your voice, getting your text messages, okay? This is somebody who could be definitely looking at your pictures on social media. Because they're very attracted to you. And for some reason, them sitting there pretending like they don't care, but that being furthest from the truth is crazy, because they're the ones who blocked their feelings and their emotions because things got too intense. It wasn't because you did something wrong. It wasn't because Enzo, hold on. I feel like Enzo's my third son, and he's a little Frenchie for those of you guys that are new. Welcome, newbies. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the fam bam. All right, I hope that this reading resonates for you and your situation. So if you are also a new subscriber, please drop it in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate it. Alrighty then, let's keep going. I just am getting that you have somebody that ran away from your connection because they were trying to, one, they already had doubts because of whoever they are. Two, they had people around them that either wanted them to go out, wanted them to have fun, wanted them to wait, didn't want them to be in a relationship, didn't want them to be in a connection. It's coming in as like a friend, a family, a whatever. And this person just feels very embarrassed by their actions because truthfully, they know that you don't deserve it. That's why they feel stupid as hell, right? That's why, again, like I said, this is somebody that's sitting here saying, look, okay, I'm at peace when I'm with you, okay? I need you. I love you. I want you, okay? I'm tired of running away from my fears. I'm craving your body. Are you feeling me? Like, hello? This is somebody who is definitely in a place where they want you, okay? This is somebody who can't see their life without you. Hello? Can I come in? This isn't somebody who's sitting there, but again, the energy that I'm getting is that this is an individual that instead of giving to you, instead of loving you, instead of pouring into you, instead of nurturing you, they got cold feet and they got scared and they ran away. I didn't open up because then I would be letting you in. You're somebody who challenges me on every level. That's why it was too difficult, and I love my freedom. But this is somebody with their freedom that now they're not happy with the way that their life is going. Why? Because their heart's torn into a million pieces. What have I done? I wanted my freedom. Now you have your freedom, but now you don't have the love. Now you don't have the nurturing. Now you don't have the care. Now you're sitting there alone with your freedom, with people that don't even turn, this person on. That's why they can't sleep. Because they're having a hard time dealing with what they've done. How do you go about that? This is somebody that knew that they're paying the price for trying to be toxic. This is somebody that never thought that you would know them the way you know them, where you broke them down and they misjudged you. This is a lesson for them. But they're not giving up. This is somebody that's like, look, okay, I know I messed up, okay, but I can't lose you. I'm gonna make it right. This is somebody that could be addicted to you, or they could have some type of addictive behavior. But either way, this is somebody that knows that you have a soul connection together, and they've been doing the research. I know I've made the wrong choice, but that is over. You don't know how special you are to me. Okay? This is somebody that's sitting here saying, you have no idea how special you are to me. This is somebody that's sitting here saying, I can't believe I'm about to lose the collective, and the idea of you being with anybody, whether that's intimately communicating or in any capacity, makes this person's stomach in knots. Why is that? Because you're different. You're special to them. Enzo's on timeout, and now he's crying. I love Enzo. My kids sometimes are like, you love Enzo more than us. And sometimes just to mess with them, I'll give them a look like, well, I paid for him. But I'm just kidding. I love my kids. But yeah, man, it's coming in as like this person just really feeling very strongly when it comes to you. And they're sitting there saying to themselves, okay, I wanted my freedom. I wanted to have my cake and eat it too. And the collective said, not today, Satan. Oh, you can go on and have your cake. But you ain't going to have my cake and their cake and that cake and this cake and what a cake and that burger too. It ain't happening like that, player. So what's going on here is that somebody is really panicking. I don't know if you're starting to date. I don't know if you're starting to move forward. I don't know what it is, but it's something about this time that whoever this individual is, they're really freaking out over the idea of you no longer being present or being there when it does come to them. Like, this is somebody who definitely misjudged you. Okay, I misjudged you. I thought you were like everybody else. I thought I could, play two ends for the middle. I thought that you would let me move the way I wanted to move. I thought that you would be okay with a lack of communication or a lack of conversation. I thought that, you were out here doing the same thing. So it's almost like this is somebody who wanted to beat you to the punch. I'm going to get them before they get me. I'm going to let go of them before they let go of me, not realizing you had no intention of ever letting go of this person because you cared about them, because you wanted them, because you wanted to nurture them. This is somebody that's also sitting here saying, you live on my mind every second of the day. I am obsessed with you. But again, okay, you had every right to leave. I know I was toxic and I'm paying the price for my actions. I hurt the one person that had my back and it's killing me inside. You're dealing with somebody right now that's not in a good place because the reality is when you met this person, they weren't ready to settle down. They were still in karmic behavior. They could have even been acting like very narcissistically. And you know, I don't even like the verbiage narcissist, because a lot of people demonize somebody as being a narcissist because they don't agree or they don't do what they want them to do, when in reality, if you know somebody's treating you poorly, then leave. It's not their fault that you stayed. That's a whole other conversation that people don't want to have. That's why I hate the word narcissist. I know people are going to flame me in the comment section, but do you think I care? I don't. I've been through hell in a handbasket. Everybody keeps asking me what happened to my story. I am going to tell my story about what happened in Coral Springs, Florida. I am going to share my story because it needs to be heard. Because realistically, people were breaking into my house. They stole my decks. They stole my shoes. They stole my kids' shoes. I was brutally okay? You can fill out the rest, okay, on multiple occasions. So sometimes, even if you're a person of God, you're always going to be spiritually tested to see what you're going to do or how you're going to move. But I don't know what spawned that, but I just hate the word narcissist. I think too many people utilize it when only 1% of the population is a narcissist, and more than likely you are not dealing with a narcissist. However, their qualities that they may have been showing, they were in karmic energy. They thought it was all about them. They thought they were the prize. They thought they were the catch. And that's why this person feels like an idiot. Because now they're sitting there realizing that, you know, they were very set in their ways. And this is also somebody who realizes that the way that they were going about things, it wasn't the right way to do it. And now they're making big changes in their life in order to incorporate or to bring you back in. Because this is somebody that definitely doesn't want to lose you. They miss you. They care about you. They want to move forward with you. Okay, they don't want to lose you because they're too busy thinking they're the prize. When in reality, it doesn't matter who's the prize if you don't have somebody that's willing to open it up. Who cares about a gift if nobody opens the gift up and sees what's inside, right? All right, let's get into your guys' extended. If you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. By the way, I am going to be posting on my Spiritual Infusion Clips channel also. So make sure you walk on over, mosey on down to Funky Town and take a look at it. All right. What does the collective need to understand about this person that they're dealing with? Okay. Leo energy, illumination, the truth. This is all about themselves, okay? And why is this person so remorseful? Why are they sitting there and they're so remorseful? Because they were hiding their feelings. They were hiding their emotions. This is somebody that has a lot of hidden energy, whether that's hidden things that they're not willing to come forward and express. How does this person feel right now about their friends and family? How does this person feel right now about the people around them? Oh, no bueno. The Moon and the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles to me is like a knockoff Emperor, or it's somebody that tries to control a situation with finances, with money. This is somebody who to me is like a bad boss, but holding on to a past way of doing things. So the mere fact that your person views them like this, probably not a good thing with, again, the Moon energy. Okay, so heavy Moon energy, heavy Piscean energy. Okay, what you need to know is you're the sun to them. You've illuminated certain aspects and certain components when it does come to this person, which I think is very beautiful, okay? And how does this person's friends or family, what is their perception of the collective? What's their overall perception of the collective? Wow. For some of you, somebody here is jealous of their friend or whoever you're dealing with, okay? Because they already know you're Venus. They already know that you are somebody that this person is in love with, that you bring a lot of pleasure, that they view you as this person's romantic partner. So their friends are viewing you in this manner, but then this person is over here like, look, okay, I don't know what the hell is going on because they're hiding certain things. Now, and they also find you very attractive, but they don't want to say that. Look, death, okay? They don't want to acknowledge that you are very attractive, that you're very abundant, that you are somebody who is a winner, okay? You're not a loser, you're a winner, and they're beginning to understand why this person wanted to progress in the manner that they wanted to progress with you. And it's because of who you are, whether you're at the top of your class, whether you're at the bottom of your class, but you're working your way on up, you know, downtown, funky town, Toontown Mama, whatever it is. It's something here with this individual where their people know who you are to them, okay? Before we continue, we have 4 more cards to pull. All of this is going to be available on the extended. The extended is available on Vimeo. The link for that will be in the comment section below. Again, those people that purchased a Vimeo yesterday, go rewatch the video. I have no idea how they got switched, but I switched them back again. So if you've purchased yesterday's extended, you should be able to watch the real video. And again, I apologize, but these are great. And we have a lot of people that purchase the extendeds because it's a deep dive into your person's psyche with exactly what they're doing, when they're doing it, how they're doing it at that very moment. So what that does is it illuminates their perspective, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, aside from putting a link in the comment section below, I'll also put a link right here for you guys so you guys can click it and roll, all right? What messages, and let's get some messages that are hidden. What does the collective need to be worried about or focused on? What is this person, okay? I'm gonna go 1. What is this person? Okay, this one. 2. For some of you, this is somebody that really wants to take things to the next level. They want to make whatever is unofficial, official. Show me, what messages do you have? Okay. And these are the additional messages for these questions, okay? And what do we need to know here? What do we need to know here? What do we need to know here when it comes to the perception of other people, when it comes to the collective? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. You have somebody here that is jelly, okay? They're very jealous, okay? And it's funny, it's falling under, you know, the friends and family. So somebody here is definitely jealous of your connection, of your situation, of your light. And of, you know, obviously the fact that you're over here in this, you know, 6 of Wands type of energy, there's a lot of forward growth and a lot of progression for you. So if you want to listen to the extended, please feel free to click on the link in the comment section below. It will take you right to the extended where you guys can purchase it. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description. spiritualinfusion1111.com. We have 1, 2 question readings, half hour and hour reads. So whether your budget is small or large, there's something for everybody. And with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. And until mañana, I'll talk to you later.